Welcome. Thank you for choosing to practice with me today and really give a little extra love and stretch to those legs. Sometimes we just really need that. We may not always enjoy it in the process, but it's nice sometimes to really try to stretch out and lengthen those legs. Feel free to start any music there at home that you would enjoy, or feel free to practice here in silence with me. When you're ready, we'll start just in an easy seat. We'll relax those shoulders down the back. Hands can rest just lightly on the tops of the knees. Blink the eyes closed. And we'll just start that process of deepening the breath, sending it low into the belly, as if we're trying to inhale all the way down into our sit bones. And then just as slowly exhaling back out. Allowing our focus to turn inward, away from the outside world, so that we can bring our focus and our attention just here to our breath and our body here on the mat. You can feel free to keep the eyes closed as we start our practice. We're going to begin just with some shoulder rolls. Inhaling those shoulders up toward the ears, exhaling to roll them back and down. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. We'll switch directions. Inhaling up, exhale to roll the shoulders forward. We'll return to neutral. Inhale, let's sweep those arms up overhead. Exhale, we'll sweep the right hand behind. Bring that left hand to the right knee. Exhaling to twist and turn to look over that back right shoulder. Inhaling to sweep the arms up, back through center. Exhale, twisting to the left, thinking about inhaling tall, exhaling twist. Do each side one more time. Inhaling up through center. Exhale, sweep that right hand behind. And last time, inhaling through center. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Sweep that left hand behind and twist. Inhale to come up through center. And exhale, release. Inhale, this time we'll sweep just the right arm up and over, finding length in that right side body, breathing into the ribs here. Inhaling up through center. And exhaling, we'll sweep that left arm up and over. Inhaling up. Bring those hands just out in front and walk or slide them forward, keeping a nice flat back until you find your stretch, and then just release the head down between the arms. Inhale, we'll walk those hands back, and we'll come to a tabletop. Hands and knees, making sure those wrists are right under the shoulders. Those knees are under our hips. And let's just start with body circles. You can start whichever direction you like, as big or as little of circles as you need. Switching directions. Then we're going to take big number 5 hands toward the top of the mat. We're going to tuck those toes, and we'll send the hips up and back for that first down dog of the practice. If you want to pedal out the feet, find some length in the legs, pressing that chest toward the top of the legs. Inhale, we'll look up at the hands. We'll walk to the top of the mat, and we'll find ragdoll. So just grabbing opposite elbows, hanging heavy. Just trying to release the lower back, the backs of the legs. We'll release the hands, and we'll slowly bring ourselves one vertebrae at a time back up to that mountain. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up overhead, and let's draw some body circles here. First one way, and then switching directions. Just beginning to warm up the body. Good. Then we'll be at the top of our mat. Inhaling up. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Bend those knees as much as you need to plant the hands and find your plank. Draw that belly in. Exhale, we'll lower down. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, we'll tuck the toes, down dog. Inhale, look up at the hands. Walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Plant the hands, find your plank. You can always find modified plank if you need to. Exhale, we try to lower down in one piece, keeping that core engaged. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Inhale, look up at the hands. Step or walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. We'll do one more. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands. Find your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhaling, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Inhale, we'll look up at the hands. Walk to the top of our mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to take a nice big step back with that left leg. And then we'll lower that left leg down. If you want to put a blanket under that back left knee, or if you want to fold your mat over for a little extra cushion, feel free to do that. Make sure that right knee is over the right ankle. And we're really just sinking that left leg toward the mat. If it's comfortable, you can bring the hands to the top of that right leg. Trying to keep those nice, slow, deep breaths. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back, roll those shoulders open, and try to pull the hands away. We'll gently release. We can return the hands here, or if you like, bringing the arms up overhead, nice soft shoulders. Inhale, we're going to plant those hands. We're going to shift the hips back, pulling those right toes up, trying to keep a nice straight right leg here. And then we just think about sinking toward the top of that right knee. Deep inhales and thinking about sinking on those exhales. Inhale, we're going to walk back to that low lunge, taking a nice breath here, feeling that stretch. And one more time, we're going to inhale back, pulling those right toes up, sinking the head and chest toward the top of the leg. Inhale back to that low lunge. Now we're going to walk that right foot all the way over to the edge of our mat and bring the hands to the inside of the foot, finding our lizard. If you want to tuck those back left toes, press into the mat and lift the left leg, you can. You also can work to lower down to the forearms. Wherever you can hold a nice stretch and keep that deep belly breath. We don't ever want to push the body too far. If you're on your forearms, go ahead and come up to the hands. One more breath. And we're going to walk that right foot back to the center. Plant those hands, tuck that back left toe. Exhale, step that right foot back to down dog. Inhale, we'll look up at the hands. Step or walk to the top of our mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, fold. This time, we'll step that right foot back. Nice big step back. Use your full length here. Again, double checking that front knee is over the front ankle. And we're breathing into now that right leg. Again, if it's comfortable, you can bring the hands to the top of the left leg. Inhale, we're going to clasp those hands behind the back, roll the shoulders open, pull the hands away. Just adding a nice chest expansion with our lunge. We'll gently release the hands and we'll frame the front foot. Inhale, we're going to peel those left toes up this time. Sink the hips back, but they should stack behind stack above, that right knee. We don't want to try to sink the hips too far. Really keeping the focus on those left hamstrings. Inhale, we're going to walk back to that low lunge. Really sinking that right leg. One more time, peel those left toes up, shift those hips back, sink the head toward that knee. Using that breath. And we'll come back last time to that low lunge. And we'll walk that left foot now all the way over to the left side of the mat, bringing those hands to the inner part of that foot. Finding lizard on this side. And keep in mind, each side could feel differently. So don't force anything on this side just because you maybe did it on the other side. Remember, you can tuck that back toe to lift the back leg, or you can work to lower down to the forearms. Breathing deeply. Inhale will come up to the hands if you're on the forearms. And we'll walk that left foot back, plant those hands, exhale, down dog. Sinking those heels toward the mat. This is our last down dog. And we'll take those knees as wide as the mat. We'll touch the big toes together and we'll sink those hips back. Reach the arms overhead, finding a nice child's pose. One more breath here. And inhale, let's come all the way up through tabletop and just to that nice, easy seat, right where we started our practice. Again, nice tall spine, relaxed shoulders. Inhale, we'll sweep those arms up. And exhale, sweep that right hand behind, left hand to the right knee, exhaling into that twist. Inhaling up through center, and exhaling, sweeping that left hand behind, right hand to the left knee, finding the twist on this side. Hopefully noticing maybe we twist a little further now that we've had our practice, a little more deeply. Maybe it just feels a little easier. Inhaling up through center, exhaling to release. Inhale, we'll take that right hand up and over, finding that lateral stretch one more time. Again, breathing into the side body. Inhale through center. And exhale, sweep that left arm up and over. Trying to keep both hips on the ground here. Inhaling up. And then last, we'll bring those hands in front. Once again, walking and sliding those out. And then releasing the head between the arms. Inhale, we'll walk those hands back. Let's plant the feet and we'll roll down. Taking just a few moments and breaths here at first to get settled in. Find that comfortable position. Feeling that whole back connect with the mat. And then first we're just going to windshield wiper the legs back and forth. So exhale, let the knees fall to one side. Inhale, bring those knees through center. Exhale, let them fall to the other side. Inhaling through center, exhaling to one side. Taking your time, using your breath, your pace. And when you think you're about even, we'll come back to neutral. And let's send that left leg long on the mat. Inhale, squeeze that right knee into chest. Finding that length and stretch one more time before we finish. If you want to circle the hips here, you can. That right hip. Making sure to go ahead and switch directions. We get both ways. And we'll inhale, give it one more squeeze. Exhale, we'll send that right leg long on the mat. Squeeze that left knee in. Again, feeling free to take those hip circles on this side. Switching directions. And let's send that left leg long on the mat. Sweep those arms up overhead, pointing the toes away, reaching the fingers away, finding our full tall length. And then just in your own time, as you are ready, we'll exhale and release into that final pose of Savasana. Those arms relaxed out by the sides, the feet falling open. If the legs long on the mat is uncomfortable, you can plant them on the mat and maybe let those knees fall together toward the center. But just finding a Savasana where you can really release. You can really let go and relax. Bringing that focus and attention back to that breath. Those deep inhales and exhales that we found at the beginning of our practice and that we tried to maintain throughout. Using those breaths now to inhale deeply into any muscles or areas of the body that are still tight or tense. Really thinking about using those exhales to sink, to release, to let go. Feel free to stay here in Savasana as long as you would like to today. But if you're ready, we'll gently roll to one side. Sealing in our practice here. Taking a few moments to thank ourselves for coming and spending time on the mat. And using these last few inhales to inhale in the good of the practice. And the exhales to leave anything here on the mat we don't want to take with us. And when you're ready, we'll meet in seated. Thank you again for joining me for your practice. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light in you. Namaste.